So, hello everybody. My name is Cheyenne. I will be the game master for this Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. And we're going to take a moment here to have everyone go around and state their name, their pronouns, and also the name of the character that they're playing. And if you want to throw out your character's class and race as well, or species rather, feel free to throw that in there. And once we begin our introductions, we'll get started. So, who would like to go first?
I think we should roll.
You know what? Better than rolling is voluntoling. Why don't you introduce yourself first, Meg?
All right. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I am Meg. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm going to be playing Griff, the no longer barbarian. I almost now a monk, reclassed. But she is a Goliath monk. And we're gonna be experiencing Griff in a new font this campaign.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Who would like to go next? Just jump on in.
Sure, I'll go next. My name is Emma. Pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Imogen Ward. She is a human cleric of Saluna.
Fantastic. Thank you, Emma. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. My name is Eliseo, pronouns he, him. I will be playing the one and only devilishly overconfident Cassian Delanova. He is an urban ranger, and he's ready to have some fun.
Fantastic.
And I am Emerald, and I will be playing Violet, and she is a... Not me forgetting. No, I know it. A monk. No.
It's okay. We've all respect. We've all reclassed a little bit, or at least re-rolled our stats.
She's a warlock. She's a warlock. Eldritch warlock.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
An elf from the Feywild that takes on many different forms depending on the season or the mood. The Eladrin. Lovely. Thank you so much, Emerald. And last but not least,
I am Alex. I'm Alex. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Kohira, whose pronouns are also she, her. And she is an orc sorceress.
I love it. A sorceress, not a sorcerer.
No, ma'am,
Foolish.
she's a sorceress.
No, ma'am. All right. Well, without further ado, I have one remaining question. Are our heroes ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons!
Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's do it.
We begin in darkness. Darkness and shadows. Imogen, you alone stand here isolated in an inky blackness. There is this intense pressure pushing in from all around you. You feel heaviness in the air, and every time you take a breath, you feel yourself struggling to breathe. There's a very shallow breath. And suddenly, shadows sweep past, whipping back your black hair into a distance. You turn to try and catch a sight of any of these shadows that you have felt move past you. But you lose them. It is impossible to see here. but there's a flash of purple lightning in the distance that illuminates a mountain range silhouette. And it's the only thing that gives you a little bit of bearing to your environment. When that electricity is gone, you are left alone in darkness again. You suddenly hear a chorus of frogs. You look underfoot and you see an army of frogs and frog-like creatures piling up beneath you. They ribbit and croak together as they head towards that distance, lost in shadow, towards this invisible mountain range. And as you train your eye on each of them, there are these strange eyes on them. Pupilless, milky white, unblinking. Some of the frogs have white hair growing from the top of their head. You have to find yourself, there's so many of them, you're shaking your feet to sort of knock some of them off yourself as they clamber over the top of each other and move towards the range. And then maniacal laughter, but not like that of a possessed adult. No, this is the laughter of strange children. You turn and you see short humanoid figures, anywhere between 3 to 4 feet tall, dancing past you, following the frogs, each one with strange animal masks on their faces. A cow, a fox, a goat, a pig. Each one of these children in masks have nothing but a blank stare and similar milky white eyes, staring right past you, laughing as they joyously chase after these frogs. And then colorful cartwheels tumble towards you, bringing skeletal clowns that join in with the laughter. They are danced like jesters of old, and they dance and juggle balls of flame. And as they laugh as well, there is not a heaviness or a hardiness in their breath. There is just the chattering of their teeth in bony jaws. This parade whooshes past you, and you turn and watch them, seemingly not noticing you at all, and head towards the mountain range. As your eyes follow, you hear a voice from behind you.
There you are, my dear.
And there is a hand that is placed on your shoulder that spins you around with a tight grip, as though this person has been seeking you. And what you see is a tall, purplish gray-skinned man who stands at about 8 feet tall. He is shirtless and muscular, and he has a head of short, wavy black hair, sharp teeth like vampire fangs, but each individual tooth comes to a point, and solid black eyes. There's a look of surprise on his face as he sees you.
What? You're not.
But before he can finish what he's about to say, the amulet you wear around your neck, to Saluna, begins to glow, a bright, bluish-green light. it shoots out from your necklace and begins to blind this demonic person. And he covers his eyes. Everything erupts into this light. You feel it growing around you, and it relieves some of this pressure in the air. But when everything is finally surrounded, the world grows quiet, and your eyes flutter open. You awake in your room in Troll Skull Manor. You hear, as you lay in bed, as you wipe sweat off your brow, the sound of 2 footsteps, 2 pairs of feet, dun, 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 making their way down from the upper stairs and moving past your room and heading down below. You roll over in your bed and push yourself up. Imogen, how do you go about processing or interpreting this nightmare you just had? And what do you do in your room before you prepare to head downstairs?
Shooting up from the dream and with sweat kind of still on my brow, I think I would clutch the amulet tightly. A little unsure of the strange dream, but not one to put a lot of stock in strange dreams. Simply clutch the amulet, Seluna guide me, and walk to my dresser where I have my shrine to Seluna set up. And I think prior to going downstairs, falling to her knees and doing her morning prayers that she's done every morning since she was a child.
Imogen, you don't usually take much stock in dreams, but there's something about this one that does compel you to pray today. And so, as you kneel down in your room and prepare a short bit of thanks, a quiet whisper of appreciation and gratitude to the moon goddess for letting you live to see through another moon itself, we zoom out of Imogen's bedroom and we see Troll Skull Manor and Troll Skull Alley properly. Although it does look a little bit different from how we have seen it before, because there are many papers plastered everywhere, all over each of the buildings, all the shops that you are familiar with, and even Troll Skull Manor itself. One of these papers gets picked up in a little bit of a wind, and we see it go wishing by. And it says, "The Witchlight Carnival comes today," and it flies off into the wind. There are adverts placed everywhere announcing the arrival of the carnival, something that brings many citizens of Waterdeep great joy, but only an experience that they can contend with once every 8 years, because that is only how often this carnival makes its way to the material plane. And so as we let the advert fly into the wind, we rise up the many floors of the manor until we get to the roof and see a beautiful dawn rise. But it's not just the dawn that is here on the roof today. We also have Cassian, who's sitting on the roof, and I'm gonna have to circle back to this because we've done this before, but Cassian, would you like to describe your character to everybody? Remind us what your character looks like.
Yes, so Cassian, currently on the roof, probably after a night out, is draped in kind of just a black getup of leather armor. He has a black cape with him as well, and he's got his mask on, which he's probably taking off at the moment, as well as his big feathered hat, and just getting ready to kind of sit down on the roof and just admire the sunrise.
Absolutely. But it's also not just the sunrise that you're up here to watch today. Cassian, you're here on the roof specifically to watch the arrival of the carnival. So I'm wondering, what sort of rumors have you heard, or what sort of personal experiences do you have with the carnival that have got you so excited for its arrival today?
Oh, I mean, it's been quite some time since he's been to the carnival, but he, I think he enjoys the atmosphere that it brings, the fun, the whimsy that it carries as well, and also part of him kind of thinks it might be like the Carnival, the other party. So he's getting to get a little rowdy. He's ready.
Oh, awesome. So, Cassian, as you are getting ready and you're taking off your mask, you look up towards the sky and you begin to see vroom, 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 a cosmic whirlpool that swirls and begins to open up a starry portal. And coming out from that starry portal, you see a dozen colorful gilded carriages begin to descend from this hole in the sky, and each one is pulled by horses and giant foxes that fly with kaleidoscopic butterfly wings. Each one of these carriages bobs through the air, and you keep your eye on them as they descend, traveling to the earth. And they make their landing just outside the southern gate of the city at the fairgrounds, of course, which usually remains empty for most parts of the year, but it has particularly been cleaned up for this very exciting event. As you watch each one of the carriages land, it's hard to see the individuals that come out, so you're not exactly sure where it comes from, but there's suddenly a large blue ribbon that is conjured from seemingly nowhere that billows in the wind like a flag, and it magically expands and grows and circles the carriages until it floats gently down to the ground. There is a flash of scintillating light as the reflection of water meets the sunlight, the dawn rise, and a stream has just been conjured into the fairgrounds around the Witchlight Carnival. You begin to see tents and rides start springing into existence, but there isn't much more to see in regards to the spectacle until you go and see it yourself. You look down, closer to home, the street directly below Troll Skull Manor, and you see a Goliath and an orc exiting your home and leaving for either an early morning jog or to tend to some other business. But as they begin to pick up a little bit of speed, you see the orc bump into a city official that is approaching your building, who was carrying many pamphlets. The pamphlets go scattering across the ground, and as he drops the brochures and begins to pick them up, you see the orc helps pick them up, curtsying apologetically until she is able to go and rejoin the Goliath, and they turn the corner. But you see the official continue to walk up, and you hear a knock at the door of Troll Skull Manor below. Cassian, how do you want to approach answering the door?
As I looked down and I heard the door, would Cassian be able to kind of like make his way down through like the balconies on the side of the house?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Aye, Captain.
Oh my god, a nat 20 on the
Classic.
first roll of the game. Absolutely, Cassian, why don't you describe to me how you perfectly make your way down from parkouring off the side of the building here?
So Cassian hides his mask quickly, kind of puts his hat back on. He looks down, kind of judging the distance, and he sees the balcony with the blue chairs, and it's just much quicker to do it that way. So he kind of swings down, takes a hold of like the gutter railing, lands on the balcony and kind of runs across it as he kind of runs and twirls down towards the front foyer of the manor. And then I think he's not going to go completely down. He's just going to kind of peek his head in from the top, and just look at the guard upside down. Buenos dias, can I help you?
Oh my god! And the official looks up and is startled. He's wearing kind of like this very interesting top hat that doesn't denote a guard. There is a lot of official badges, like patches on his uniform, but he doesn't look like a city watch member or like a city watch constable. He just looks like he's someone from the government proper. And as he jumps, hearing you from above, he kind of knocks his hat off of his head and struggles to grab it and puts it back on, gives it a little tight wiggle. He's like, oh, excuse me, sir. Sorry to intrude at such an early hour. My name is Doug Diggle. I am one of the city officials here. I am an ambassador and a representative from the Emerald Enclave, or rather on behalf of the Emerald Enclave. I was wondering if perhaps there was a local druid or ranger in this residence, or perhaps somebody who is keen with the land.
It is quite interesting that you say that. Are you sure it was just by coincidence that you came here? You didn't hear of the mighty tales of a certain Cassian de la Nova?
Is that you, sir?
It very well might be.
Well, I can check on my, I see that they didn't really provide us names. They just have a list of, addresses to go to. But if you are one such druid, is that, you don't really look like a druid.
Oh, no, I am no druid, but, I do enjoy, surveying the land every once in a while. I know my way around things.
Well, fantastic. Now I see why they sent me here. Mr. Delanova, here is your pamphlet on behalf of the Emerald Enclave. Please read it over. We seem to have some sort of invasive species. And he reaches up and hands you this strange little pamphlet, which I'm dropping in the handouts channel right now. The first thing you see on this is like this image of this strange amphibious creature, and it says, warning, invasive species alert, calling all local druids, rangers, and concerned persons. Unusual species of frog found wandering the local area. The creatures are tiny, fast, and potentially dangerous. They were likely brought over from another plane by an accident via the carnival. If one of these invasive species is spotted, approach with caution and submit any information to any local druidic guild. There are the sound of footsteps inside. And Imogen, as you finish your prayer and come downstairs, you see Cassian hanging off the side of the balcony talking to a city official, and there is like pamphlets that are being waved around through the window that you see. And though you cannot read what is on it, the big image of this frog-like creature is at the top, and it is uncannily startling because it looks like, with the bits of white tufts of hair that come out from its sides and around its ears, it looks like some of the frogs you just had a terrible nightmare about. And I'd like to also take this opportunity to give you a moment to describe yourself. What does Imogen look like? How has she prepared herself? And does she move outside, or does she wait for Cassian to come in?
For sure. To describe Imogen, she is a human. She's about 5'7" ish, pretty average height. She has black curly hair, probably a little past shoulder length. She is probably most often seen just in a green, like cloak-like garb with her armor over top. She seems to always have her armor on and a weapon on her, specifically her mace and shield. She also always carries her Selûnite amulet that she holds very closely. And I think she would, seeing the frog on the poster, having a very eerie, strange moment of having just seen this creature in a dream moments before, would find an excuse, maybe make a quick cup of coffee, walk out on the porch, open the door, unamused by Cassian's upside downness, hand him a mug if he would like one, and kind of interject, what is that? Pointing at the flyer.
Good morning to you, Miss. I will leave you now. And he turns this to Cassian, kind of readjusting his head and fixing the brochures in his hand. He's like, I have many more of these to distribute, so pleasure. Be on the lookout for this species. And he gives a tip of his hat to Imogen. Good day, ma'am. And he turns and walks off your balcony and heads down the way a bit to other households and businesses.
What was that about?
And like Cassian is trying to find out how to drink his coffee backwards, but he kind of can't, so he's just going to quickly just kind of like make his way down to the bottom. Gracias por the café, señorita Imogen. He came around looking for, of course, the only one in town who can do quite a job, me and the rest of you as well, I guess, by extension. There are some ugly frogs or something like that.
Did he have any more information on the frogs, or just that they showed up?
Well, I mean, he gave me this pamphlet. I hand over the pamphlet to Imogen. Perhaps they came because of the carnival. I'm not quite certain.
Can I keep this?
I mean, sure. I was going to toss it out. That's a very ugly picture.
Okay, I'll take it. Thanks.
Okay. Well, thank you for the cafecito again.
Of course. Where are the others?
I think I just saw the señoritas walking out.
That is a perfect moment to segue to Griff and Kohira, who are out on a beautiful morning. The two of you who share a room have woken up early to head out today to accomplish something before it gets too late. The weather during autumn can be fickle, and so you never know if you'll encounter a lot of heat or maybe even some hail. So I'd like you two now to please whoever would like to go first, please describe your character. And what is it that you two have set off to do today? Are you going for a jog, for an early morning workout? Are you going to pick up some breakfast from the new bakery that opened up? Or is it something else?
I think that Kohira had every intention of sleeping in, and then Griff's excitement caused us to both be on our adventure this morning. Griff, I'm thinking that potentially we're going to the bakery. Tell me if you have a different diverting activity this morning.
My head was kind of in a similar place. I think maybe Griff, like the night before, maybe she was walking around and heard about like it's like the beginning of the fall, and so there's like a couple of specific like food stands that are out and about in the city that have like the best apple like donuts or something like that. And so they always are like the first thing to sell out in the morning. And so I like probably couldn't sleep the night before, and like as soon as a hint of light was on the horizon, I was probably like poking you and being like, hey, we gotta go get those donuts. They're gonna be sold out. You're gonna regret it if we miss them.
You had me at go and get those donuts. Absolutely. So I grab your hand and I'm planning to skip. I don't know what your plan is, but I will be skipping and holding your hand no matter how you are traveling around the city.
I think with the height differential, I could probably just slightly elongate my stride and keep pace with you.
I love it. So the desire to make sure that you get some of these apple donuts, they're so good. They have like this sort of like caramelized apple on the top. It's not only like baked into the dough, but it's also kind of like this filling that's on top, and it's sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. They're so good, and you know you have to get there fast. So you guys are making your way down to the new bakery to grab some. Let's have Kohira describe herself, and then we'll have Griff describe herself.
Yeah, so Kohira is she is a young adult orc. Half of her head is closely shaved, and the other half she has long, dark hair that is put in like a side bubble braid type situation. She has a lot of like flowing pieces on that side, and on the shaved side you can see her cochlear implant, or the magical version of a cochlear implant. She and her family are deaf, and she has a basically a magical implant that's constantly like a greater restoration. So she is hearing, but also knows sign language and used a lot of sign language as she was growing up. So her implant is like glowing a nice purple. And yeah, she's got a lot of gold earrings and necklaces and things like that. But her clothing itself is very, it's like a tan kind of casual situation. She's pretty, her clothing itself is pretty casual.
I love it. Awesome. And Griff, what about you?
Yeah, so Griff is keeping pace with Kohira. She is a very demure, very average 7.5 feet tall for a Goliath lass. But she kind of carries herself with kind of a little bit of like the attitude that she is kind of ready to punch anyone at any time for anything. Just kind of walks with that air about her. But she has like simple clothes, but they are very like well made. And it looks like you can tell by looking at them that like a lot of care went into making them. Like the weave of the fabric. But she's got kind of a brown kind of crop top situation, and she has like some long flowy pants with like kind of a teal sash wrapped around her waist with like some like bits and bobs and chains and stuff, and the teal perfectly matches her very bright teal long braid that kind of flows. It's kind of like almost past her knees. I think at this point it's very long and is kind of tied off with kind of a frayed piece of fabric. But she walks around and she's like happily speculating about the donuts with Kohira as we're trying to book it to the nearest stand.
Absolutely. So you guys are heading off together. Kohira is skipping and swinging your arm. Griff is she's kind of leading the way in her joyful enthusiasm. And you guys are able to get to one of these little bakery stands. And you've made it just in time. There are still several dozen apple donuts available. So you are able to purchase a box of a dozen of these for yourself and to take back to your friends at Troll Skull Manor. And as you guys turn and begin to head back towards Troll Skull Alley, you might be even peeking into the box a little bit, maybe nibbling on one already. And so you've been out for about a half hour or so, and you're making your way back now to the alley. And as you turn the corner, you're passing all the usual shops. One of these shops that perhaps neither of you have much interest in going into, but has always fascinated you, is Bookworm's Treasures. It is the local bookshop that is run by a very friendly elderly gold dragonborn named Rashal the page turner, and you've had perhaps a couple conversations with him once or twice. A very quaint little shop, and normally you guys just walk past it and nothing really strange and out of the ordinary occurs in Troll Skull Alley, except for maybe a couple teenagers graffitiing and smoking things that they shouldn't in some of the alleys. But
As the gods intended.
as the gods intended. But today, as you guys are approaching Bookworm Treasure, you both stop as there is a little ding ding. The tingle of the bell to the door opens, and figures walk out. Griff and Kohira, you both stop and stare in shock for a moment, looking in the same direction, but for two different reasons. Griff, the first thing both of you see is a head that peeks out from around the corner of the bookshop as it opens. It is the head of a gray-skinned orc who is rather short, but you're able to make out his face, even though he keeps his head mostly wrapped in a cowl. And as he looks down, he doesn't see you, surprisingly, Griff, but this is a face you have not seen in quite some time. This is Zarak. This is an old orc friend of yours who fell into a bad group in Waterdeep, and it's been many years since you've heard from him. You know that he has recently gotten involved in some more crime as of late, but it has been a long time since you have laid eyes on him, so it's shocking to see him. But he seems to be looking right past you, even though you stand at such a demure, tiny height of 7 feet, and you have a great, long, bright blue braid as well to match. He looks in your direction, but you know, you've changed as well. You've dyed your hair, you've gotten some tattoos, and he seems to be looking around for something of a bigger concern than a random citizen who's got a donut in their mouth. And as he turns back and looks into the bookshop, he takes a finger and wags it forward, beckoning others to follow him, and he quickly darts across the street into a back alley. Emerging behind him, Kohira, is what makes you stop. For there is an old man with a great long white beard, a bald head, and a very, very elegant cape, who steps out with a staff. And you've seen a lot of bald dudes with white beards before, but it is the staff twisted up that turns into a dragon with wings that immediately catches your attention and clues you in to who this is. This is Kellic, the sorcerer who you had worked under for a period of time, believing that he was going to help out your family. Also, and give them other colloquial implants, as they also are deaf as well. And so you worked with this man for many years, believing that he was going to uphold the end of his promise, which he never did. But he has always been far too powerful for you to make a open stand against. He walks out, and unlike Zarak, who seemed to be looking past and through Griff, Kellic lays eyes on you, Kohira. But as he always had, he disregards your presence like nothing. He is not concerned whatsoever. And he turns over his shoulder and he gives a nod to others behind him who emerge from the bookshop. Trailing him is a human man who also has another similar staff. This staff is with a snake's head rather than a dragon, but he is adorned with furs and a lot of amulets. There's something about him that just looks like he is a dark priest of sorts. And he follows Kellic's lead, kind of leaning on the staff as a walking cane, and proceeds forward. Following this priest gentleman is a woman who has a very strange like skull on top of her head as a headpiece, and she has these lightning bolt tattoos that streak down her face over her eyes, and she in turn follows. And finally, you hear the clink, clink, clink of plate armor moving together, as trailing behind all of them is a gentleman who is so covered in armor that you can't even see his face. These 5 figures, or at least the 4 that are remaining, follow Zarak's lead and move quickly across the street into the alley that is just perpendicular from Bookworm's treasures. What are you guys doing?
That bastard. And I'm going to start. I'm still holding her hand, but I'm starting to walk forward as soon as I see Kellic. But as soon as I see the woman with the lightning, I get a little spooked. And my steps falter a little bit, but I'm still walking towards them. Griff, what do you think they're doing? I know that man.
You know Zarak too? The orc guy?
No,
Or
not all the
that's
orcs
the guy I
know each
know.
other, Griff.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was saying I know that guy.
I know the guy with the big staff, the dragon staff. I know him, but
Oh.
whoever his little sparky lady is behind him, I want nothing to do with her.
She looks pretty easy to beat up. I wouldn't worry too much about her. But yeah, that was a weird group. I haven't the orc guy is a guy that I used to run with, but then he kind of, I don't know, he just kind of disappeared. I don't really know what happened to him. So it's weird to see him and your guy.
Yeah, Callum kind of just disappeared too. He was supposed to help.
Does he owe you money or something? I can beat him up. I can take his money.
It doesn't really owe me money. I'm not sure that money would be helpful here. I've been trying to figure out, I don't know. This cochlear, and I tap it a little bit. and as I do, little sparks come off of it. I have been trying to find someone to help me replicate it or buy something so that I can, I don't know, I think that my family would really benefit and not be as ostracized if they had something like this. And we could still sign, but we could also talk with other people, and I don't know. So he was supposed to help me with that, but he didn't, and he left me in the dust, and I'm kind of like getting a little aggro.
Yeah, he totally screwed your family over.
He totally screwed my family over.
We should go take his money, even if we're gonna do other things.
Should we? Okay, so here's my thing. There's 2 of us, and there's 5 of them. Do we need to grab our friends to go beat this guy up?
You know, that's a really good question.
I know that you could take 3 of them, but I don't know that I could take
Yeah.
the 2. We might need our friends for that.
I guess. And these donuts are getting cold.
Oh God! I forgot about the donuts. I shoved one in my mouth.
Yeah, there's probably like 6 of them left.
We for sure bought a dozen, and we're bringing enough for our 3 friends back.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, 100%. So, you know, that group is so... It looks like several of them have not walked very much in their lives. Because all the robed guys and then the guy with the armor, they're probably really slow.
Off of those, you're gonna trip on those robes easy.
Yeah. And so they're probably so slow that we could probably find them again if we needed to.
And we know where they went in to the bookstore. Let's go grab our friends, give them the remaining donuts.
The 2 donuts left.
The 2 donuts, and you know what? There are only 2 left.
Yeah. So we split the other 2 in half. It's fine.
Okay, let's go grab them because otherwise I'm gonna eat this, and there will only be 1 donut left.
Okay, that's
fantastic. So shoving more donuts into your guys' mouth, you proceed walking forward, walking past the entrance of Bookworm's Treasures, and you can't help but turn your head and look down the alleyway that these 5 weird characters have just darted off into. And as you turn and look down there, you see that they entered a dead end. Like, that alley doesn't continue very far at all. It maybe goes 20 feet back, 5 feet wide. It is a short alley that most businesses use to put their bins of trash in until the guild, the Dung Sweepers Guild, comes around and collects the waste. But they're not there. The dead end is completely empty, and these 5 characters are nowhere to be seen. And it's weird because there are swirls of bright pink, bright blue, and deep violet purple rose petals that are just drifting, lilting very softly to the ground where those people would have been. But when you guys are ready, if you have nothing else you would like to do, you can definitely head back with your donuts and make sure your friends get fed. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah, I kind of want to pocket one of the petals. I don't obviously know what color it is, but it's one of them.
Yeah, you can take the purple petals.
Griff, what color is this?
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're really sad like that. That's purple.
Cool, I'm taking it.
Cool. Does it make a big difference to have a flower petal if you can't see the color?
That was really rude.
I'm just asking. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I have the senses that I have, and just the fact that I have a flower petal is enough for me. Griff, I cannot believe you say that to me.
Look,
after all these years.
I'm sorry. I'm not a big flower person. So like, I don't know. For for me, I would imagine it's the colors, the cool colors of the flowers, but
No, they feel really nice in my
Sorry.
hands. Okay, let's go
Okay.
feed our friends.
So
well,
the two
I
of
think
you.
I think I ate the last donut.
You look in the box and there's nothing but crumbs and a little bit of apple filling that's still in there. But there's a couple bins along the way. You could throw it in the one of the bins right here in the
You gotta get
alleyway.
rid of the evidence, so here,
Get rid
we
of the
can't know.
evidence. And
We went on a walk.
We went on a walk. We worked out. I lifted up a
Correct.
building. Yeah.
You did, and I saw it, and it was really
Mhm.
impressive.
Oh yeah.
the two of you head back to Troll School Manor, which is just around the corner. And when you get there, you walk in through the door and you see Imogen and Cassian looking over this brochure that they have or that Imogen has in her hand now, drinking some coffee. And as you enter, we're going to rise up 1, 2, 3, 4 floors to a single bedroom where Violet jolts up awake late again. This is a very common thing for you, Violet. You tend to either be way too early or way too late to everything that you ever plan for. And you were really wanting to get up early today because you wanted to see the carnival arrive, and it just didn't work out that way. And as you get out of bed, describe for us what Violet looks like today, and how does she prepare before she heads downstairs? What is she doing? What form is she taking? Please introduce your character.
Okay, so Violet's in her spring form. So she has pink curly hair that's like really soft, like flower petals that she pulls up into puff balls on her top of her head. As she get up, she's like, "Oh, snap! Dang it!" And then she hurries up and get dressed, and her shirt throws over her purple hoodie that she likes to wear when she's in her spring form. She has like nice light green skin, and she put on her shorts, and then she rushes downstairs.
Well, before you rush downstairs, there's a couple things that happen.
Okay. Yeah.
That's okay. So you're pulling your hoodie over the top of your head here, and the kind of weird wonky thing happens where like you put your head in like the sleeve hole, so you're kind of like stuck and like trying to finagle yourself out of it. And this hoodie has always brought you a lot of comfort, maybe even an extra layer of protection. This is a hoodie that was given to you from your patron, Zybilna. And as you are putting this hoodie on, you're kind of like struggling and you feel yourself kind of, it's really tight, and you trip over something that you left on the ground, perhaps a shoe, and you stumble back onto your bed. And as your hand and your arm like juts out through the sleeve, a mote of eldritch energy hits, emits from your hand and begins to ricochet around the room. You duck to make sure you don't get hit, but that was weird. Your magic is kind of acting strange. So you take a moment there and you sit back down on the bed and you begin to focus on your magic. And most of the time, when you try to use your magic, it's always intentional, right? You bargained for this. You made a deal with Zybilna. She was teaching you how to keep yourself protected from bullies, and you're taking a moment to kind of practice this, and you're realizing that your magic is occasionally fizzling out. There's something about it that's becoming volatile. Something is becoming dangerous. And you think look down at your hoodie, which was a gift from Zybilna, and you realize it's been about a year since you've spoken to Zybilna. It's been far too long. When was the last time that Violet spoke to Zybilna, and what do you think is happening with your powers right now?
So I can go with what you were saying. Like, yeah, it's been about like a year and like a month since she has spoken with her, as she's been caught up with everything that has been happening um with being here in Waterdeep. And wait, what was the second question?
Well, that's okay. Well, what do you think is happening with your magic? Like, why do you think
Okay,
it's acting so weird?
She thinks something is off with her, but she feels fine herself. And so she's like, if nothing is wrong with me, that means something has happened, at least with that. Something has happened uh, with Z.
Yeah, Zybilna, or Z, as you have started to call her, because you guys have been so close. But yeah,
Say that one.
something seems to be strange. And as you're looking at your hands and this sort of this fizzling eldritch energy, there's a little tapping at your window. Just this very faint tapping sound on the pane of glass. And as you look, you see that there is a large blue lizard that is on your windowsill, all the way 4 floors up on Troll School Manor. But it's not just a blue lizard. There are weird sort of like a butterfly wing frill on the top of its head, and it has wings that also look like a monarch blue butterfly, and it is standing bipedally upright on its back legs. It has one gecko-like hand pressed to the glass pane, and the other hand is just knocking, and it's looking directly at you. What do you do?
Oh, I go over to the window because I'm completely fine with these type of things.
Absolutely.
So I go over and I'll open up the window because I'm curious on why it's knocking on the window. So obviously it has something it has to say to me.
Yeah, and
Or do.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you are an Eladrin. You were originally from the Feywild, and this creature, it's been a while since you've seen anything like it. So your first impression is that this is just a lizard, but as you get closer, this thing is much more than that. This is a fairy dragon. And so you walk up to the window and you undo the latch and you open up the pane, and the fairy dragon kind of stumbles in, and he looks at you, rubs his little gecko hands together, and goes, "Greetings, Phelost. Are you the warlock of this residence, blessed by the generosity of Zybilna?"
That is me.
Good, I thought so. Hi, I am Peapod. My master has sent me here with grave concerns about your shared patron. He has tasked me with locating the nearest beneficiary of Zybilna's powers for a very important meeting. Are you able to accommodate such a request over tea?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, very good. He will be super happy to know that. His name is Madrick Rosloff. He is a resident of Undercliff, a retired adventurer who now tends to a pumpkin farm. But my master implores urgency from you, beneficiary of Zybilna. Please come with me right away, and I will show you the way. And and he tries to like
Oh.
grab your finger and tries to like fly you out the window. And he's like, "Oh, you're quite heavy. Don't you know how to fly?"
No. And also, I have to go talk to my friend that she like puts her hand out.
Oh, very, very wise indeed. We could use the door. Do you mind if I enter your home?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
you do mind? Oh, I can come in, or you mind?
You may enter.
Oh, thank you so much. You are as generous as Ibilna. And the fairy dragon flutters his wings, enters in and lands on your shoulder, and he kind of like crawls around to the other side. He's like, "Quick, we must go. Madrick seeks urgency. We must be fast. Let's go talk to your friends and see if they would like to assist as well."
All right. Go head downstairs. And I head downstairs.
Fantastic.
So the good news is that we got the limited edition apple donuts, okay? The bad news is a griffin came from the air and swooped up the entire box of them.
A
Okay.
griff did all of that, and it was really
And-
it was really sudden. Can you imagine?
I elbow here. Yeah, can you imagine?
As you guys are explaining away what happened to the donuts, talking to Cassian and Imogen, you all hear footsteps as Violet comes down the stairwell, dressed and ready for the day as she normally is, but she is accompanied by something none of you have ever seen before. This strange creature that is perched on her shoulder, and he like whispers into Violet's ear. He's like, "Are those your friends?"
Yeah.
"Oh, good. They look nice. I was wondering why you would have strangers in your home. It's good to know that they are friends."
Yeah.
Good morning, not so early bird and lizard bird.
Oh,
Oh, good morning. I am not a bird, and I am not a lizard either. My name is Peapod. I am a fairy dragon. Hello, friends of Zybilna's friend. Wait.
Good morning.
And it turns to Violet's like, "I never got your name."
You may call me Violet.
I love that name. One of my favorite colors.
It's mine too.
Kohira starts crying.
I just pat her on the shoulder. Too hard.
All right. So you guys are all here in the same scene now. I'm going to pass the spotlight over to you all to take the reins here. What are you guys doing?
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I see any like donut sprinkles or droppings on either one of Kohira or Griff.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give
can
me
we
a
do a
perception check.
deception check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I do a sleight of hand to brush my blouse?
Sure. So Griff, you are able to brush your blouse off very quickly, like just in the nick of time. But Cassian, Kohira's got like a little bit of apple filling, like at the corner of her lip, that she didn't quite get off.
I think Cassian's just gonna get uncomfortably close. Take like a whiff. It smells like manzanas.
Ew.
Griff told you that the griffin came. I don't know why you're all up in
Watch
my
it.
tusks.
It's because your tusks have apple filling.
They have no such thing. You have no proof. I close my mouth.
Your tusks are still sticking out.
Shit.
Man,
Curse is foiled again. Man.
I was trying so hard to cover for you, Kohira, and you just totally beefed it. Kohira hate
did, man.
every single last donut.
I ate
She didn't even
every
share with me.
single. I eye you, and I'm like I eye you in a way that like shows you that I'm upset with you, but I am still. I ate every single like make eyes at you. I ate every donut. I'm so full right now. I ate all of them, every last one.
Not to interject on this riveting conversation, but Violet, how Peabody, Violet, how do you two know each other?
Oh, I just met him.
Pod.
Yeah,
Oh,
Peapod.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
They was explaining how my Patreon, we were having. Oh, I forgot the man's name.
Oh, my master's name is Madrick. You
Madrick.
could call him Mr. Rosloff.
Mr. Rosloff, and I have the same Patreon, and he wanted me to come and speak with him about our Patreon, because something is happening. It seems to be something that's happening with her as my magic is acting weird to a degree.
How is it acting weird, Violet? Describe how what's been going on?
It's like shooting out. Weird shooting out. Never shooted out before. And it's just everywhere. I don't know. I never had this. I'm trying to figure it out. I just found out this morning. But it's like pew, pew. And
I
I'm
nodded
really-
solemnly.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, not only
we gotta
did
help.
sorry to interject, but not only did it shoot out and seem to be more explosive, but when you sat there and you tried to conjure up your own motes of eldritch energy, it worked most of the time, but sometimes it failed. Like sometimes more than normal, you couldn't conjure it. And that leans into our mechanic that in session 0, Violet has elected to take on as a part of her pact, is that she will critically fail on a nat 1 and a nat 2.
Yep.
So we're to go to tea. Now or later? When are we supposed to do that?
Oh, it is very urgent.
Yeah.
What about the circus?
We can go
Yes, I would like to
afterwards.
go to circus.
Maybe it's at the circus. Who knows?
It's like 10
This is a
a.m.
little
He is not at
Hey,
the
guy.
circus, but you will be delighted to know that this request does involve the carnival. But you must meet my master at his cottage in Undercliff first. He must speak with you.
You go talk to him first, then go to the circus. And boom, bam!
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
If you need our help, Violet, we're there.
lead the way, little guy.
Hold on one second, Senorita Imogen. What are we going to do about the pamphlet that the man dropped by?
It doesn't
Keep an
seem
eye
like
out
the
for 'em.
most urgent thing in the world.
Keep an
I
eye
mean,
out.
You got a pamphlet?
Yeah, if we see Frog, do any of you guys know what this is? And I'll show the photo of the weird hag-haired looking frog.
Oh my gosh, my mom's famous.
Oh my god!
This is what your mom looks
Oh
like.
my god, Griff's mom!
more or
This
less.
is great! We can go and let them know that it was your mom!
Man,
Do any
I
of you
guess I need to send
actually?
them a fruit basket now or something.
Do any of you actually know what it is?
Do any of you?
All right. Well, if we see one, they just want us to catch it, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are going for some morning tea.
Sounds like it.
Okie doke. Well, give me 1 second. Let me get out of this suit. I'll be right back.
Your outfit?
You know,
Why is he dressed like a man of the night?
Because he is a man of the night.
Yeah, he kind of is. Not in like a
whoa.
that kind of way, like a different kind of way.
Oh, I meant like a
Cassian begins to
vigilante.
strut.
Oh, okay, then you're right.
What did you think
Maybe
I meant?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Okay,
And I
well,
noticed my new look. I'm great today, you guys. I'm going
you
with
know,
a green.
this is the first
No,
time I've ever met you, but I really like it. I think it suits you. It's new to me.
not
Violet, you
you.
always look so good.
You
Violet,
do, really.
I
Every
love your look every
season.
morning. It just brings a smile to my face, and I mean this. I do mean this genuinely. I'm just really excited to see you.
I think she's on a sugar high right now.
Yeah, because I ate all of the donuts. I ate all of them.
None left at all? Oh.
Look, okay, maybe I had 6 or 7 of them, okay?
What is a
And
donut?
about what,
It's
12?
not about who's to blame. You don't know what a donut is?
No.
Oh, little guy.
It's like
Maybe
a powdered
maybe we can swing by
sugar.
somewhere.
I am.
We'll get you a
my master always tries to eat very healthy. He makes a good pumpkin pie, though. I do know what a pie is.
Have you tried one?
A pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pies are very good.
Try pie.
We'll get
Show
you
us the way.
next time. Yeah.
Okay. And when Cassian comes back down, Cassian, what outfit did you change into?
So it's a new outfit that he hasn't really worn. He had to get a new pair of fine clothes and stuff, and he's kind of strutting that. He's got kind of like a vest, like a button-up shirt this time. The collar with like little gold accents. A kind of a like a long-tailed like coat as well. And this time he's just kind of sporting like a little brown hat.
A little brown hat. I love it.
I like the hat, Cassian.
Oh,
You always need the great accessory,
I have a
like your
quick
cochlear.
question.
Yeah.
Does this like fey creature seem to notice like Griff's lack of a shadow?
Ooh, that's a great question. Let me go ahead and roll for that. Do-do-do-do.
What? Would I be affected by that too? Or am I fine?
You would notice it, but you have traveled and worked with Griff enough to where it's you know you can trust Griff.
Okay.
I've won you over.
Nope, Peapod does not seem to notice right now. He's just kind of like looking around the place and is kind of more focused on Violet than anything. You see that he keeps sort of tugging at the little the strings on her hoodie, like trying to pull her forward. Like,
Come on, we must go. It's very urgent, like I've said.
I'm coming.
although there is a chance that Peapod will notice later on, but Violet has also just done the work of stating that you were friends, so Peapod may or may not be more inclined to trust you than normal. But we'll see how that works out when the time comes. So Cassian comes downstairs and Peapod flies up, does a little backflip in the air, and he says,
Woohoo, we're ready. Okay, come on, everybody. You follow me. I will show you the way.
and he flutters and flies out the door, and you guys gather your things and you head off after him. Now, we are on the map of Waterdeep. You will notice near the bottom, out the south gate, near the high road, this is the location, the fairgrounds of the Witchlight Carnival. But where we are going is we are traveling down out of the city through the river gate, out one of which is to the east. We're heading out this sort of main gate that extends down and past Undercliff Way to a pumpkin cottage farm out past. And Peapod will lead you to a little cottage here. And this is where we're going to take our break. And we will pick it back up in 10 minutes time.
Cool. Sounds good.
Good. We did it.
Mikey.
I'm having so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Am I coming off as more energetic?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're coming off as like more down for stuff rather than like being more stoic. You're like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's do it. Okay. You know,
Okay.
more like
Yeah.
bubbly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Cause Spring excited. That's her emotion range. All right, making sure I'm doing it right.
Ugh.
You're doing fabulous, Emerald.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a snack.
You've been killing it. Sound effects and everything. Like everyone's loving it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm enjoying this. When you was first describing the frog creature, I was trying to draw it out when you first describing it, and I drew like a regular frog with like luscious hair on top of his head.
I'm picturing a frog, but with the hair of Prince Charming from Shrek.
Oh my god.
It was this right here, with like the milky eyes.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. Hell yeah.
But then you meant that, and I was like, oh.
You're like, oh. I love it.
Oh, I love that violet doodle too. That's a cute one.
Oh, the one that,
Like at the top of the page. Yeah.
yeah.
Cute.
I tried to, but it didn't turn out right.
I like it. I'm refueled, guys. I slammed a bunch of mashed potatoes and I'm ready to go.
Yeah!
Heck yeah.
Carbo load!
Talk low.
Mashed potatoes!
Let's do
Mashed
it.
potatoes!
It is raining where I'm
I
at.
made myself some boba in the D&D
Nice.
stuff.
I love it.
I'm obsessed with that
There
mug.
she is.
I want one.
You've never seen it? I think I brought it on one other time.
Bro,
I've
what?
seen it a couple times, and I'm obsessed with it every time.
I love that so much. Emma, I hope I didn't traumatize you in the beginning.
No. I loved
God.
it. I thought like the sound effects, especially, I was like, ooh, I can like picture the scene. I'm like, I really liked it.
Yay!
You were gonna go like previously, you know, like you normally do, and then the scary music happened. And I was like,
Whoa, something else, some news happening.
Previously, this is a whole new campaign.
True.
Yeah.
But no, I
Next
loved
week.
it. Very good first scene, and yeah, no, I personally fine with clowns. I love clown makeup. I think it's so cute on people. So like, I'm good.
same.
Yeah, I started
Big fan.
writing frantically. I was like, shit, I need to warn them. Clowns are coming on my
Clowns
index
are
cards.
coming.
So-
thought I was saving myself time. I saved myself a millisecond of time, leaving off the A and the E, because that
Don't
is the
dead,
only
open
thing.
inside.
Don't dead, open inside.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this is so fun. This has been.
Agreed.
I'm thriving.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I'm energetic enough.
oh
I'm
you're doing
playing spring
great.
for the first time.
You're doing great.
Is everybody back? I see.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Very cool. All right. So, we return. You all follow Peapod down Undercliff Way to the edge of a pumpkin cottage, where you have been summoned to the abode of a human warlock named Magic Roslov. He lives here at the edge of this giant pumpkin farm, sharing his rustic farmhouse space with peapod, rodents, and pixies, you notice, that flutter to and fro from open windows as you all make your approach down the lane. You see the silhouette of an old man sitting in between two of the windows at a table inside his home. And looking out, he sets down a mug of something he has been drinking and stands up and grabs a cane that was leaning against the side of the table and hobbles over to the front door and opens, and he goes, "Oh, Peapod, oh, you've done well. It the dawn hasn't even fully broke yet. And Peapod comes flying towards him very excitedly. Oh, Master, I found there was a resident in Waterdeep, just like you said. You were right. There was someone who also had a pact with Zybilna, and I brought her here. Her name is Violet. She's the Eladrin there, and these are her friends, too. She insisted that they come, and she said they were nice, so I trusted her on that. Oh, you've done well, Peapod. Very well. And he kind of gives Peapod a little pat on the back as the fairy dragon lands and cozies up on the back of Madric's shoulders, and he looks at all of you as you approach. He goes, well met indeed. Hello, you must be Violet. As he turns to the spring Eladrin and he holds out an elderly hand for you to shake.
Yes, that's it. And then I go up and I grab his hand, but I'm gentle, but at the same time, I am like vigorously shaking his hand up to the side, but I'm gentle about it.
Absolutely. As you touch him, he smiles, and you can tell as you grab his hand, he's very frail in his old age, and he's kind of a little cold, a little under temperature. Perhaps he has a little passing cold or sickness, but he has long white hair that hangs down past his shoulders, stands before you in this black tunic with a black robe that's fastened with like this sort of pixie embossed pewter brooch. And you notice as you shake his hand and look into his like sparkling blue eyes that he has this chicken foot tattoo. It looks like a Y with a line down the middle of it, and I will draw something for you very quickly. But he has this chicken foot tattoo right over his eye, Violet. And this symbol is something that you recognize as a patron of Zybilna, because Zybilna has the same exact tattoo on her cheek, right underneath her right eye. Cassian and Imogen, both of you have had past encounters with a woman who also had this exact symbol underneath her eye, although this is not something that you have ever discussed with others or have ever brought up. But seeing this tattoo above Madric's eyebrow brings back memories. For Cassian, you recall being literally fished out, or maybe not literally, but fished out of an icy pond that you had fallen into by a woman with long white hair who had this tattoo. And Imogen, you were saved by a lightning strike on your farm when a woman showed up, and you found yourself sort of encapsulated in this floating bubble and carried to safety. So seeing this, it pulls back these lost memories of yours, and Madric turns to each of you and kind of says, "Oh, welcome to my home. It's small, but it is, I work hard to make it cozy. Please come in. Nice to meet you." And he shakes each of your hands one by one, and you can introduce yourself properly to him. Kohira, you were the first behind Violet, and as you grab his hand and shake it, you can tell that he is, you feel the same thing, frail, old, but bright, glittering blue eyes.
It's
How do
so
you
nice
introduce
to meet
yourself?
you, sir.
Pleasure.
My name is Kohira, and I give him a little curtsy. And then I say, we're here to support our friend Violet, who we care for very deeply. However, we can support her. And so you.
Oh, what beautiful manners you have. You are very welcome into my home, Kohira. Pleasure to meet you. Imogen, you walk in through the threshold next, shaking Madric's hand, staring at the tattoo above his eyebrow. How do you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Imogen. Pleasure to meet you, sir, with just like a gentle, kind of soft handshake that you tend to give to elderly people. And I think I will ask, that's an interesting mark that you have.
Oh, this, yes, well, it is a part of my devotion. Tattoos, I believe, should have deep meaning, and this is the only one that I have ever gotten. We can discuss more as he grabs your hand and let's go. Oh, do you mind? And he turns your hand over in his and he looks at your calluses. My, did you grow up on a farm?
I did. It's a very good guess.
I have the same, and he holds up his hands, which are calloused as well. He's like, perhaps you didn't quite notice because, well, the rough meets the rough, you know. But it's always nice to know to meet more kindred spirits. You're very welcome into my home, Imogen. And as you pass the threshold, Griff comes in next. Griff, given your height, you have to kind of duck down.
Like ducking through.
Yeah, duck through. How do you introduce yourself to Madric as you come on in? And he goes, "Oh my, you are quite tall."
Yeah, sorry about that, I guess. And I, like, kind of kneel. Maybe I just, like, go on one knee and to shake his hand. And I say, I go by Griff.
Griff, it's a pleasure. And never apologize for who you are, Griff. Never apologize. Sometimes the things that make us stand out are what make us exceptional to the world. Always hold on to that. I don't know if I have a chair that is comfortable for you, though, but please do make yourself at home.
Thank you. The floor's fine. Thanks.
And as Griff moves in, Cassian, you bring up the rear here. How do you introduce yourself, and how does the tattoo on Madric's eye leave an impression on you?
So Cassian, he'll walk up pretty closely behind as he overheard what he was saying to Griff, and as he approaches the elderly man, he's just going to say, "Yes, the world has many exceptional things, and one of them is standing before you, sir." And I will do a fancy kind of bow. The name is Cassian de la Nova, and must I say, you have a wonderful place here and quite large pumpkins.
Well, thank you for commenting. What bravado you bring to your group of companions. I do tend to my pumpkins quite devotedly. I've won every county fair contest involved with pumpkins in the last 15 years. Please find a place to hang your jackets and your hats, and let me put on a bit of tea. And he moves.
But before you go, I have to ask: do you perchance have a wife?
Oh, no, I never married.
Oh, forgive me. I just swear I've seen an elderly woman with a marking similar to yours.
What a normal question to ask.
Do you not ask about people's families?
I don't meet
Hey, Cassian,
strangers.
do you have a wife?
Yeah, Cassian, do you have a wife?
Cassian just puts his head down and goes to sit down.
No, it's perfectly okay. I have received that question more times than you would believe, but my love has always been, well, let's say, emotionally unavailable to me, but I never found it in me to marry. My heart has always belonged to one who couldn't give it back, so that wouldn't be fair. But don't worry. Now, come on
Cassian
inside.
just Cassian just slowly looks at him and just kind of like taps his chest, same.
Fantastic. So, Peapod flies in and Madrick moves towards the kitchen. You guys are more than welcome to go and take your tokens and put them wherever you would like, wherever you would want to be. And as you make your way in, Madrick goes and puts on a kettle over a fireplace and says, "It'll be just a moment for some hot water. I need to brew a new pot, but tea should be ready shortly. But for now, make yourself comfortable. I do have some pumpkin pie if you haven't had breakfast yet." I know that is not a normal breakfast treat, but I find it is one of my specialties. Please help yourself. Help yourself.
Well, I'll take
Thank
a
you.
slice.
I would love a slice as well. Thank you.
Man, I feel like I haven't eaten in days. I could really go for a slice.
Very funny.
I start boxing people out with my 10 strength.
I reach over you.
As he turns and begins to cut slices of the pumpkin pie onto small saucers and hands them out, you hear a gasp from Peapod in this moment. What? And Madrick looks down at your hands, Griff, as you reach out to grab a saucer of pie. And they both notice in this moment that there is no shadow being reflected across the table. And Madrick looks up at you inquisitively. Well now, how long have you had that little problem?
Oh, and like Griff kind of tries to like step closer to the wall, I think. I think she's been like running with her group of friends for a while and hasn't really had to worry about her shadow in a long time, or like how that like makes her perceived by other people. And so I think she's kind of suddenly embarrassed a little bit. And she kind of quickly just takes the plate and holds it a little closer to herself. Almost 10 years, I want to say. A while.
10 years. Oh my.
8 or 10, something like that.
I see. Tell me, Griff, have you ever been to the Feywild before?
No.
Curious. And he looks over at Peapod, who is big, bug-eyed in shock, and who kind of like shirks back from you. And he goes, "Oh, curious indeed. Now, Peapod, let's remember the rule of hospitality. We cannot be rude to our guests. After all, if Violet here, a beneficiary of Zybilna, vouches for them, I'm sure they are good of heart."
Yeah, I've been with them for a while now, and they're great.
Thanks.
Most reassuring.
You're my friend.
Well, and he coughs up a bit, wipes his hand on his tunic. Excuse me. Peapod, do you mind? Oh, certainly. And Peapod flies over to a cabinet and pulls out a handkerchief and comes back and brings it to Madrick. Thank you. And he pats the corners of his mouth to kind of wipe away some saliva that he had coughed up, and he's like, I remember my time in the Feywild. It's a beautiful place full of joy and magic and, well, quite a good sense of whimsy and fun, if I'm being quite honest. Not unlike the recent arrival of the Witchlight Carnival.
Yeah.
Tell me, has anyone else, I'm assuming, Violet, you have been, to the Feywild before? Or
Oh yeah,
you
it's
seem...
definitely.
Tell me,
Well,
have you ever been to the domain of Prismia, or where is it that you hail from? Violet, as you're asked this question, you have heard of Prismir. That is the domain that Zilbina resides over, or excuse me, Zybilna, that she presides over. You yourself come more from the Summer Court. This is the Sealy Court. This is where Queen Tatiana rules. And it is a neighboring domain to Prismir. But Zybilna has given you way more attention in the past. I mean, it's been a while since you've heard from her, but she's given you more attention than Queen Tatiana. Thus, that is where your pact was formed. But tell me, improvise here, what is one thing that you remember about the Feywild, specifically about the Summer Court, that you recall fondly as Madrick goes into this little nostalgic spiel?
I remember. I'm from the Summer Court and area. I have been there before. One of the good dreams I remember from the Feywild was just enjoying when we have our festivals, and just enjoying and having fun during the festivals is always a thing I enjoy there with everybody.
Oh, yes, those festivals that they throw over there, they are interdimensional, if I do say so myself. And he coughs into his handkerchief. Excuse me. Well, you see, it's been some time since I've been in the Feywild. Has anyone else had a chance to visit such a beautiful place?
Can't say I've ever been, no.
I've always wanted to go, but I never have.
I'd never been.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't mean to keep boring you with small talk. I have had my familiar Peapod here summon you for a very important meeting. And there is a whistling from the back as the tea kettle begins to steam up. Perfect timing. Madrick hobbles up with his cane and pours each of you a glass of tea. I'd like all of you to please roll a perception check for me as this is going on.
Just want it to be known that I have a -2 to perception.
Fantastic. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh.
My nat 20 turned into an 18.
Wow.
Oh dear.
That's still a nat 20. Something super weird just happened. My browsers went white screen, but they came back. That was super strange. So let me look at what we've got. We've got a 5 on Violet's perception, an 18 on Cohera, but that was a nat 20. A 6 for Imogen, 21 for Griff, and a 20 for Cassian. Okay, so Cassian, you would notice across the room, you're kind of sitting in the living room area right now. It's a very small, like, rustic cottage. You've made yourself comfortable in one of the armchairs, and really all the light in this place is coming mostly from the big, like, kettle fire in the main room, like the main kitchenette area. So a part of this room is sort of cloaked in shadow, specifically by a portion of the wall that, like, juts out. And what the heck is happening? Can I ping? I can't ping.
Oh,
You're
I can
pinging.
see it. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't
it's
see it?
Uh-huh.
I can't see it on my screen. But you, this portion of the area that is covered in shadow, you notice that there is sort of like this triangular shape that sort of sticks out from the darkness of the shadow momentarily. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
The white
Yep.
line? Yeah.
I am having technical difficulties. Give me just a quick second to refresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Oops.
I
This is
just
pretty good.
I just need it to be known how much this map is like my dream. I want to live here. Give
It's
it to me.
very cottage witch core. There we go.
I need it.
I need it.
Okay, now that I can see what I'm drawing, I think I can do this a little bit better. Okay, so what you see is this sort of shape that juts out from the shadow. It is there only for a moment until it disappears again. You're not exactly sure what it was, but it kind of gives you, with a 20, it kind of gives you the vibe that it was an elbow of sorts. And Griff, Griff and Kohira, as you guys stand here, how do I want to rule this? Griff, you see some movement in the vines outside of the window behind Madrick, and Kohira, you see some movement in the vines outside the front door that is still open, where there are two large pumpkins. It kind of looks like the pumpkins just start sort of moving of their own accord. But Madrick doesn't notice anything, neither does Imogen or Violet, and the conversation continues on. I have acquired many treasures, and I have made many important contacts in my lengthy adventuring career. And, well, I would like to... Where are you going, sir? As Cassian gets up and moves across the room.
Cassian was a little spooked by whatever he saw in the shadow darkness, so he just kind of come here. Is your house haunted?
Look, the
Oh.
pumpkins are moving.
Oh, well, they do sometimes do that.
They sometimes do that?
They just move.
Well, yes, I am, I accommodate many pixies and brownies and sprites, and they tend to my farm, and, I wouldn't call it haunted, but if you're not used to it, it can be quite a problem. It could be
So
startling.
Do you have anything that, I don't know, likes to hide in the shadows or something?
Well, they are mischievous. Hey, don't fret, dear. Go ahead and have a seat. I was just getting to my big pitch.
Okay, I'll just stand by the fire here where it's very nice and bright.
Okay, whatever makes you comfortable.
Are you
Are
okay?
you okay?
Oh, I could be better. I have been sick as of late. I am afraid of my age is catching up with me. But please, if I may continue. As I was saying, I have acquired many treasures and met many important people when I was an adventurer. And as I have never married, and I have no heirs of my own, I would like to pass those treasures that I possess and the favors that I am owed to you, should you be willing. But in exchange, I am asking you to undergo the utmost important quest that I could beseech someone for. I ask that you travel to Prismia, Zybilna's domain in the Feywild, and find out what fate has befallen her. I have not spoken to Zybilna for the better part of a year, and my attempts to contact her have ultimately failed. She is a beautiful archfey, the source of my inspiration, my power, the one that I am most devoted to. But I have been unable to contact her, and, well, given my current state, my condition, I am unable to travel to Prismia myself, and I fear that something terrible has happened. My adventuring days are over, but Zybilna has been good to me, and I would like to know that she is well before I take my leave from this world. Now, as you know, once every 8 years our world is visited by a traveling extravaganza called the Witchlight Carnival. It has returned this very morning and will be here for the next 3 days. So, I am asking you now because this carnival will be packing up soon. There isn't much time, and it contains your only route to Prismia. A Fey crossing, if you will. So my quest to you, should you choose to humor an old man, seek out Zybilna of Prismia, help her if you can, and return with proof that she is alive and well. Upon your return, all the hard-won earnings of my adventuring career shall be yours. What do you say?
Yes, for sure. I figured something was happening, and I really do. I really do want to help.
I mean, clearly, Violet, for you, it seems like it would be additionally important. So, yeah, I would be in as well.
If Violet's there, we're all there.
Sure. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm down for anything. It's important to Violet. It's important to me.
As you all agree, Peapod flies up into the air and does a somersault. He goes, "Hooray, magic, they're gonna help!" Yes, Peapod, I am so pleased to hear that. Now, I won't be sending you off empty-handed. I would like to bestow a few of my treasures upon you before you make off. But keep in mind that there will be more where this came from. One moment. And he moves over to a cabinet and reaches in and pulls out individual parcels and looks around at each of you. Each of these parcels are relatively small or medium in size. You're able to hold them within your hands, although they are pre-wrapped as though a visit was expected by somebody. And he looks at each of you. Yes, you, Cassian, take this one. Imogen, this one is for you. Griff, you can have this. Kohira, I think you will quite enjoy this one. And Violet, here. This one, I think, will be most fitting for you. And he passes each of you gifts of varying size that are wrapped up quite nicely in parchment wrapping paper and adorned with ribbon. What do you guys do? Or what are you guys doing?
Maybe a strange question. Should we open them now? Is it meant to be opened at a later date?
You can open them whenever you're most comfortable, of course. But
okay.
I understand that sometimes opening gifts in front of the gift giver is a little bit weird, but, well...
Cassian immediately opens his.
Okay, fantastic. Cassian, you rip into the gift. Cassian, as you open up, there's like a small box inside. It's a flat package. And as you take the lid off, you see a pan flute that is adorned with a little rat tail engraving. And you receive the pipes of the sewers, which I will add into your inventory.
Oh my goodness, I've always wanted these.
I had a feeling when I looked at you.
Seemed like a rat
You
guy.
reminded him of rats.
I will also, seeing Cassian tear into his, much more deliberately and like slowly and organizedly unwrap it and like neatly fold up the paper.
Okay. Imogen, your gift is much bigger. It's taller. And it's more has more dimension to it. And so you take off the lid after you have removed the paper, and inside there's sort of this metal dome with a handle. And you reach in and you pull out a pewter lantern. But the lantern on the front has a crescent moon for a window, and it has a little shutter to it. And he says, I sensed something about you that I feel like this will serve whatever purpose you have. And Imogen, you receive a lantern of revealing, which I have put into your inventory.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
I open mine up.
Violet, you open yours up, and yours doesn't come in a box. It is just wrapped straight, and as Magic has passed the gift over to you, you notice it doesn't have much structure. It's kind of like floppy in its wrapping paper. And as you tear the paper back, there is a purse with a shoulder strap and a little dangly thing, a little tassel off the end, and a face embroidered onto the bag of holding that you have just been gifted.
Yay!
Which is in your inventory.
Kohira is jumping up and down like an excited golden retriever, and sparks are flying off of her as she wants to give everyone their time to open their gifts, because she wants to do it one at a time so she can see other people, but she is so excited that she starts to open hers, even though Griff hasn't opened hers yet. I'm sorry, Griff.
No, you totally can.
Fantastic. Kohira, your gift is very small. It is in a flat sort of box that sort of looks something like the package that Cassian's pipes have come in, but it's much more dainty. And as you pick it up and look inside, take off the lid, you see a necklace inside. Now, there are many parts of like glass that surround this jewel in the middle, but to you they are just shades of gray, monochromatic black and white, but to everybody else it is beautiful stained glass, multicolored pieces that form itself around this opal or a pearl that has some iridescence to it. And even though you can't make out the colors of the jewelry Cohira, as the light hits it, it scintillates across the room and kind of creates this sparkle effect that captures your eye. And your gift is a pearl of power.
I curtsy and thanks.
I hope it serves you well.
I'll just kind of slowly open mine as well.
Awesome. Griff, the last to open the gifts. Yours is almost as small as Cohira's was, but a little bit larger, a little bit longer. And as you take off the lid, inside is a pair of shades that look like an owl's mask and has a little beak to it. And you have received goggles of night.
Cool. Can be a bird now.
You can be a bird now.
I'm a bird now.
Oh, those look very good on you. I hope these gifts serve you well in the Feywild. But I want to warn you of something important about Prismia. I don't expect anything in return for these gifts that I have given you, but I want you to beware the rule of reciprocity in Prismia. It is a very coveted value that all members in the Feywild honor. If someone gives you a gift once you find your way there, they will expect something in return. So make sure that you don't accept anything unless you have something to give back.
Does it
Thank
have
you
to
for letting us
be
know.
of equal value? Does it have to be an object?
Oh,
'Cause I know
for
sometimes can be kind of weird in the
Yes.
Fey
It could
realm.
be
It certainly can be. The Fey creatures don't have much regard to monetary value, so long as what they feel like they are getting in exchange is at least equal in sentimental value. It could be a trinket, a knick-knack, a button. It could be whatever you want it to be, so long as you prescribe it some worth. And only if the Fae are willing to take it.
Good to know.
Thank you.
There is, as you guys heed Madric's warning, there is a sudden clattering behind Madric as the board of pumpkin pie that he was chopping up and serving, the knife clatters to the ground suddenly. And you all see a hand reaching in through the window, like grabbing a piece of the pumpkin pie and pulling itself, the hand back out. As your attention is turned to that, I would like everyone to roll perception here. Griff may roll with advantage because this is out the window that she saw previously.
As the knife falls, Imogen instinctively jerks her foot backwards.
Damn, I'm just struggling.
Okay. Griff, with the nat 20 that you got there, you see the arm extends back onto a strange looking girl who ducks underneath the window wearing a pig mask. She moves away suddenly. With a jolt from the startle, and you see she ducks and moves towards the front of the house. There is a clattering in the room that Cassian was previously sitting in. And you all see a shadowy figure, a shadowy girl moving through the room and quickly, vroom, dart out the window as fast as she can. Kohira, you see the vines outside moving. Wait, did you get the... Let me double check here.
Imogen got an 8.
Okay, so
A 20.
Imogen... Okay, perfect. Imogen and Kohira, you would both see the pumpkins directly outside are moving, but not because they are moving of their own accord. You see a little flash of magic that streaks towards the east, and a strange little frog creature is hiding behind the pumpkins and ducks down quickly. And Madrick goes, oh, what was that? Oh, and there is a lashing and a clamoring outside as boom, boom, vines hit the side of the cottage. And you guys hear as pumpkins begin to roll out across the grounds. What are you guys doing?
I think I just immediately book it out the door, immediately towards the frog. I want to catch the frog and figure out what the fuck this thing is and why it was in my dream.
Okay. Imogen, you run towards the door first. I'm going to put you right there. And as you get here, your eyes are trained on the frog until out of your peripheral, you see vines lashing out as 3 of these pumpkins that have been hit by the frog's magic roll on top of each other and create this conglomeration of this sort of snowman looking figure, but it's multiple pumpkins stacked on each other, and faces begin to appear like a jack-o'-lantern. And vines hit the ground. I need everyone to please add themselves to the initiative order and roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
Will do.
Wow.
I have just
It's
one
happening.
random question.
Mm-hmm.
With my kind of like nyctophobia type of thing, am I affected or anything by the shadow? Does that like creep me out? What would you say?
You tell me. Does it creep you out?
I feel like Cassie would be creeped. Like shadows and like anything that comes out of the shadows and darks. That's giving him the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, then what I would say is Cassian is frightened of the shadow creature that has just fled out the window. But as of right now, you can't see it. It seems to have left that area.
Got it.
Sir, coming out of the shadows is what you do.
All right, and with that, we are going to begin our combat here. Violet, Imogen is standing in the way of the door right now. Imogen, I'm assuming you turn, I'm going to pause this quickly so we don't lose Violet's timer, but I'm assuming you alert the rest of your party of what's going on. So what do you say to alert everyone?
The creepy frog and shadow girl from my dream are here.
Okay, fantastic. So Violet, you hear this. What are you doing?
Okay, so I wrote badly, so I was trying to see if I would know. I think I would notice because the girl's outside. I don't see the shadow person, so I'm running up behind Imogen to kind of peek over to see what she's seeing outside.
Okay. Yeah, so you at this point would not see the frog creature that Imogen has called out, but you do see this pumpkin golem here in the yard, and it is just thrashing about. It's hitting other pumpkins and destroying them. Madrick is like looking from between you and Imogen, goes, "My pumpkins!"
So I will focus on that first, then to get rid of that, and I'll I would cast an Eldritch Blast from it because I can reach that.
Do you want to move through Imogen? You can move through her space if you want.
I can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move a little bit forward so I'm like not behind her no more, but I'm still close.
Okay.
And then attack. Oh, roll. Ooh.
Yes. Oh my god.
Get it, girl.
The dice. These dice.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your critical hit damage. Hell yes. 9 points. Oops, let me make sure I'm... All right, 9 points of eldritch energy fly out from your hand and explode this big piece of pumpkin. Pumpkin guts and seeds go flying everywhere. Fantastic turn. Do you want to do anything else with your movement or your bonus action?
Does she get a card for being less than half?
No, because I'm moving away from the cards. So there's going to be no critical fail cards or critical hit cards.
Okay. I'm just gonna move slightly here, and then that's it for my turn.
Okay, absolutely. Griff, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay, I think since I saw the girl in the mask, I think I'm going to use my Clouds Jaunt to teleport next to her.
Okay.
Here, let me prompt that. And so I think I'm just gonna, like, I look out the window and I just kind of disappear in, like, a cloud, like, poof, and I just appear behind her. And I do a punch.
Okay, a punch. All right. Griff begins to wind up a punch towards this creature here, this strange little girl with a pig mask on, and she looks at you, and she's got 2 pinpoints of yellow eyes like behind her mask, and she smiles at you with like rotted yellow cavity teeth, and she holds up a finger and wags her finger at you as and she takes her reaction and she vanishes with a pig like squeal, and she vanishes completely.
She stole my trick. Now I'm just out here with pumpkins. Crap. Okay, I guess I'm gonna use my movement. Okay. And I will move over here.
Okay.
And I'll just yell out to Imogen, "Your dream was like this?" That's
Kind of.
Okay. That's all I can do, I guess. Or I can take a dash action.
Yeah, you haven't taken your action.
Sorry. My brain. New class, who dis? Okay.
Awesome.
I'll just move up into melee.
Fantastic. So Griff charges up on the pumpkin golem. Cassian, you are trembling against the wall as you see this shadow girl flee the window. What are you doing?
He quickly, he's holding his hands against the wall and just kind of like you said, trembling. He's just saying to himself, it's not there, it's not real, it's okay, you're gonna be fine. So because of fright, I can't move closer to it.
Correct.
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 So would I even be able to try to get out the front door if I have to like kind of move closer to it? No. How big is the window?
Not big enough for you to crawl through. What? I'll say you can. What I'll say you could do is you can like avert your eyes because you're just trying to get out the front door. So I'm gonna say that that's okay because you're more trying to just head out, perpendicular, not directly ahead. So you can absolutely do that.
Okay. 10.
Cassian rushes past Imogen and Violet, pushing you guys through. Get out of the way.
Oh goodness, there's a lot out here. I will take a look at the big pumpkin, and I will bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And then I will take my longbow, shoot it.
That absolutely hits. Your arrow goes flying and pierces into the pumpkin flesh. It creates this big crack. Seeds go flying everywhere, and pumpkin guts begin to spill out on the ground. It lashes the vines more in anger, and you have got this thing bloodied, or at least turning it more akin into something that could be used for a pumpkin pie. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Just adding the Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh, perfect. Excellent. An additional 2 points of damage applied. Lovely.
And I'm just going to move 10 more feet this way.
Okay.
Actually, I have... There. 35.
Awesome. Cassie, as you move that way, you get into line of sight with the strange frog-like creature who is hiding behind the pumpkins. Imogen, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I think knowing that... Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought my mic was messing up. Knowing where the frog is, I would love, if I can, to use my movement to just sprint straight over, and I want to try to grapple the frog and, like, grab it and restrain it and not let it get away.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that. So go ahead and we'll go ahead and prompt the grapple here. This is the... So I need you to make a unarmed strike, please. I believe that's... Wait, let me double check. Is that still the same roll? Yeah.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yep, so make an unarmed strike.
If I do shove, will that roll the same way? As long as it's giving me a quick option for. I can pull it up.
Yeah, if you look in your your inventory. Oh wow, you don't actually have the unarmed strike here.
No.
Interesting. Oh well. Oh, it's because you're not unarmed. You can't. You have a mace in one hand and your shield in the other. That's why it's not letting you do it, I think.
All right, then I whacked the frog.
But if well, okay.
Too late now. I'm rolling it. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. With an 11, I haven't built out the stat block yet. That hits, I think.
Lovely. Well, can I roll damage? We're good.
Let me double check the stat block in the book. Yeah. I didn't port this one over.
No worries.
Where the hell is it? Oh, hold on. I think I gotta move to the middle of the book here. 1 second. Give me 30 seconds. 30 friggin' seconds.
No worries at all. Honestly, it would have been easier if I could have grabbed it, but that is my bad.
You know, I'm
Okay.
totally down to let you grab it. I'm not exactly sure why it was prompting the the fuck? You know what? I literally cannot find the stat block right now. So yeah, it hits. It definitely
There you go.
does.
Lovely. Let's roll damage.
Sure.
Holy shit.
You rolled a crit.
Oh, you rolled crit
did roll-
damage, yeah.
you rolled crit damage.
My bad. Please disregard.
That's okay. All right, so you bring your mace down on this creature. It, like, as you run up, it sees you. Its eyes get really wide. It goes, and you take your mace and boom, bring it down, and it splats entirely. In fact, it turns into basically a puddle of ooze, and it disappears. It seems to go. Yeah, you either killed it or it has disappeared somehow.
You just hear her from behind a pumpkin with no context just yell, fuck! And that's the end of her turn.
Okay, fantastic. Kohira, what is it that you are doing?
Is there any way I could move within this building to be able to see this one?
You will have to. So there are 2 windows here. There is. Let me make sure that the color is visible because I was using a shadowy color. Oops. There is 1 window here, and there is 1 window here. So you could move up to either of those.
I'm going to the corner so that I have visibility on it. Oh, but then it might be too close for me to. I wanna use Sorcerer's Burst. I'm wondering though. You know what? Because I don't want to give myself disadvantage because it's so close to me, I'm instead going to the sparks that were coming off of me. I'm going to use them and like clap my hands above my head and cast Thunderclap. So it's a con saving throw within 5 feet of me. And I think it's
Okay.
within 5 feet. DC 14 con save.
I do. And it fails the con save. Fantastic. So, Kohira, explain to me what this spell looks like as you cast Thunderclap. Like, what do you do as you run up to the window? What does the spell look like?
I imagine all of my friends have. Let me double check that before I say that. Yeah, all of my friends have left the building already. I'm here by myself, and I see this like spooky shadow, and I feel like I'm like feeling stressed about all my friends not being in here anymore, and I see this thing, and I call on the like. I feel like I let the sparks kind of. I feel the electricity kind of rise within me and let it lash out in a thunderclap as I clap my hands above my head.
As you make this clap, sound waves go flying out the window. It kind of rocks the frame of the cottage. And Madric's like, oh! And he like grabs on as there's kind of like this little earthquake that's made. And the shadow girl turns, and as these sound waves hit her, you see that she is wearing like this sort of crescent moon shaped mask around her face. And as the damage hits her, you don't really know if you're harming her or not, but her shadowy form flickers and she fades away into mist. And as she disappears, you notice that there are like streaks of shadows moving across the ground, heading south away from the cottage towards the carnival. Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm just gonna yell to Imogen, she's got a moon on her too!
What does that mean?
And that's all I say.
All right, fantastic. At the end of your turn, out in the garden, this pumpkin golem is just lashing its vines about, and it's going to make 2 attacks against Griff. One vine comes towards you for a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. You end up taking 6 points of slashing damage. And then,
Oh no, you're not barbarian.
No, I'm not. Don't
and
bring it up
then
again.
another vine comes out towards you with a 10 to hit.
Misses.
You get lashed up. You begin bleeding. You are bloodied. But as this other vine comes your way, you see it and like pulling out some like cloud jaunt memories from your childhood when you used to skip rope with other like cloud glyphs and like the moves that you used to do. You somersault over the vine and you're able to avoid the blow. We're back up at the top of the round with Violet. What are you doing?
So I am going to Eldritch Blast this thing again. That's my best thing right now, and I don't want to get too close to this thing. Ah!
You hold your hand out and try to conjure a mote of eldritch energy, but just like this morning when you were practicing a little bit, you feel it and it fizzles out. And Madric's right behind you and he looks at you. Oh, it's okay, Violet. Maybe let your friends handle this one. It seems like your magic is weakening like mine. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Ah, shit. No, I see it.
All right. At the end of your turn, Griff, what are you doing?
Okay. Hopefully I live long enough to regret my choices. Okay, I'm gonna go for an attack on this pumpkin with my bare hands. No! Dang it!
Oh no!
Oh my goodness. Griff, you go in for a swing and you throw so much weight into it that you stumble. Like it's just like a miscalculation because as you like go and swing, you stumble a bit and like the center ball of this pumpkin just sort of like jumps up and they sort of rearrange themselves on top of each other and it turns around and a big old jack-o'-lantern smile looks at you and the mouth moves and it laughs at you.
Oh. Griff like wipes a ton of blood that is pouring from her mouth and she's trying to like keep a defensive stance. But she does not look good. But I'm gonna use my bonus action to do another strike.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Level 1. Okay. Dang.
A 10 is going to miss. It's almost like this pumpkin golem is more intelligent than it actually is because it's like anticipating your move and it just sort of boom, like separates itself again as your fist comes through and then boom, they all land on top of each other again and kind of maintain something of a structure.
Devastating. Okay. I was trying to think of a quip. I don't have one. Griff is not I think it's just Griff's lot in life to absolutely be fit all the time. So
She'll get there.
That's all.
You'll learn, baby. You'll learn.
Ugh.
Awesome. At the end of Griff's turn, we come to Cassian. Cassian, what are you doing?
Shoot it.
Oh, we've got all ends
There
of the
we go.
spectrum here.
Let's go, baby.
I'm crawling so you can run.
Fantastic. 10
And then
points
does-
of.
Hunter's mark damage also double?
Yep. No, Hunter's Mark damage doesn't double. It's just dice damage.
Got it.
All right, a total of 13 damage. Cassian, you ready an arrow and pull it back. Phew! It flies through the air and creates a whistling. Griff, you hear it as it speeds past your head. Cassian, where do you shoot this thing to kill it at?
I think it'll be in a moment where it jumps up from one of Griff's hits. I'll just aim it at the top one and basically knock the top one off.
Excellent. Boom! Your arrow meets the top one. It's in the middle of laughing at Griff as the arrow finds its mark, and the head just rolls off onto the ground. Madrick runs out into the garden. He goes, "Oh, that was the pumpkin I was gonna submit at the fair this year. Shoot." Oh,
They often come alive?
not often. One moment, and he moves past you guys and rushes up to Griff and helps you to your feet. He extends like a feeble hand down to you and helps you out. And he's like, he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a little red vial and gives you a healing potion, so you can heal 2d4
Gotcha.
plus 2 damage.
3d4 plus 2. But as he's walking up to Griff, Griff has like fallen on the ground, but is like crawling towards the corpse of this pumpkin, saying, "I'm gonna eat your freaking body. I'm so pissed.
He's like, "Oh,
Never been eaten by a vegetable."
my
So I'm just like
goodness.
eating, not even the good part of the pumpkin, just the outside. I'm just gnawing on it,
Oh, dear.
profusely bleeding.
I do enjoy eating pumpkins as well, but that
No,
has
I
to
beat
be
it. I
bitter.
did it.
Okay,
No, it's
whatever
victory.
floats
It's the
your
taste
boat.
of victory.
No.
The Luna Christ.
Wait, there are floating boats around here. In this part of town.
Madrick turns to Violet and goes, "Your friends are strange.
That they are. That they are.
I do thank you most earnestly for stopping whatever the heck that thing was. Oh my. Were you followed here?"
Not that we know of.
Yes.
Have you? I mean, you seem to know quite a bit about Fey creatures. Did any of those look familiar to you? Did you get a look at any of them? The frog or the girl in the mask?
No, I haven't seen anything like
We know the
that.
frog. The frog
Well,
is an invasive species that came in from another realm.
Yeah, Griff's
Invasive
mom.
species. Your
Yeah.
mother?
Imogen, you killed Griff's mom?
Oh, I'm
No.
so
She had it coming.
confused.
What the hell, Imogen?
She had it coming.
So you've never seen
That's
a
not-
weird-looking frog spirit?
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in all my years. And as you guys are standing out here talking about this, Kohira, as you stand in the doorway and look south, the streaks of shadow that you saw after your thunderclap, you see across the ground boom, boom, a shadow darting to and fro from the carnival. I would like. actually. I'll say Imogen, since Griff is a little busy eating the pumpkin golem's remains and Cassian is there. Cassian, what are you doing?
I'm kind of just patting Griff on the back with a there, because Imogen killed him all.
Okay. So as you guys tend to that nonsense, Imogen, you hear a slurping and a sticking. And then there is a sound of a croaking, a ribbit. And the guts of the frog that you have squashed have reformed together, and you don't see it form, you just hear it, but you watch as very quickly, with such a speed that you've never seen, this frog creature suddenly leaps out from behind the pumpkins and takes off south after the shadow towards the Witchlight Carnival. Magic sees this and goes, oh, dear, it looks like they're headed to the Witchlight.
Well, I guess,
Gotta head there.
yeah, if we want to learn more about them, I guess we know where to head now, at least.
Carnival.
Griff, your mom's alive!
Yeah, I know that's not actually my mom. It was a bad joke. She's
Oh.
still in Waterdeep, running the shop or something.
Definitely could have fooled me. The way
I
it
need to
jumped
lay
reminded
down.
me of your jump.
I think I'm gonna get food poisoning.
Stop eating the frog, dude. Not the frog. Stop eating the pumpkin.
Yeah. So we're following a frog.
We're going to the carnival. To have
Yeah,
fun.
I guess we were
And
going to go to
help
the
other
carnival. I
people.
think
Okay. She just kind of slowly stands up.
Griff has the poison condition.
You're muted, Cheyenne.
Oh, well, do you need to rest before you go?
No.
No. I think we're all
We
okay,
have
right?
time?
they're pretty tough. And thank you for the healing potion.
You're
Yeah.
very welcome. Remember, there is somewhere hidden in the Witchlight Carnival a Fey crossing. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I trust after the way you've quite handedly taken care of these intruders that you will find what you're looking for. He turns to you, Violet, and grabs your hands with his feeble hands and says, "Oh, sweet Violet, find what has happened to our patron Zybilna and return here with evidence, please, before my time is cut short."
Will do. I'll make sure.
Excuse me, senor. I have 2 more questions for you.
Oh, yes.
One, this gate, this portal, or whatever it is, are they just going to be like chill if we walk through? Like, is there something, like, is it guarded? Is it important?
Oh, I have no idea. The last time I was in Zybilna's Prismia was before she ever even established the Witchlight Carnival.
Hey. Okay, I guess we'll see. Second question. Do you have some extra pie for the road?
Oh, yes. And he turns. You see Peapod is fluttering inside. He's like, "I've already got it packed up for you." And he has like a little parchment to go back with things. He's like, "Oh, thank you, Peapod." And he turns and passes off the pumpkin pie slices to go for you guys.
Wonderful. We'll add it to my inventory.
Magic, is there anything else we need to know about the Feywild before we leave?
I mean, I've been there, you guys.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
we have Violet. We'll be fine.
Okay, Violet and Magic, is there anything we really need to know? Is
Well, there are a great many strange and wonderful oddities about the Feywild. If you have
Is there something specific that you are curious about?
I guess I'm wondering if this is gonna be a problem, and she kind of points behind her where her shadow should be.
A little bit, yeah.
Ooh, probably. I would say try to do your best with that. Maybe have some of your friends make the initial impressions. That's definitely something you'll want to keep an eye on.
Would this be helpful? And I cast minor illusion to make it look like there's it's like flashing.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how shadows look in a thunderstorm where like the shadows will like flash a little bit?
Mhm.
It's like that, but there's a shadow, minor illusion behind Griff.
I love
Oh.
it, yeah. Kohira makes this illusion that sort of flashes and mocks or rather mimics. It's not actively mocking you, unless Kohira wants it to, but it mimics your
I don't.
movements, Griff. And
can be
Madrick smiles. He goes, "You are quite clever. I think that will certainly work on most folk. Very few people would be able to see through that mischievous trick, and those who can, well, I'm certain they might appreciate the cunning and trickery you've employed."
That's really cool, Kohira. Can you do that all the time?
I can
Or
do
is it a
it.
limited thing?
I can do it all the time. It doesn't like exhaust me in the way that some of my magic does, but it only lasts for a little bit. So we'll have to be conscious about when I'm casting it, so
Do
that
it
it
around a lot of
doesn't.
people, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I might have something that could do a similar thing. So maybe we can take turns. And Griff kind of like reaches into her backpack and pulls out like a dulcimer, because I have the instrument of illusions. And so as long as I'm playing it, I could cast a shadow.
Rock on. That is a cool dulcimer.
Yeah.
Thanks. I picked it up, around.
Yes, it's
Definitely
very cool. I just wanted to be
Thanks, Pappy.
included. You're welcome. Good luck, everyone, on this great quest of yours. I do hope to hear from you soon. Don't be strangers.
Thank you, Madrick. We'll be sure to come back as soon as we're back.
Yeah, for sure. I need to figure out what's happening too.
Fantastic.
And thank you again for our gifts. It was very kind of you.
You
And the extra
are
bite.
very welcome. You are very welcome. Now remember, heed my warning about the rule of reciprocity. Don't forget that there are many rules. So, good luck. And with that, Madrick heads back inside. Peapod hangs out from one of the windows through the shutters and gives you a big wave with his small gecko arm. He
Wave
says,
back.
Goodbye, everyone. Good luck. We'll be here when you get back. And you guys head off down the way, down the road, heading towards the Witchlight Carnival proper. And it's a little brisk walk, but you arrive nonetheless. And as you crest the hill, following the path, you see all sorts of tents and lights and spectacles set up before you. And that, my friends, is where we are going to pick up next session on our journeys at the Witchlight Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Huzzah!
We
Huzzah!
did.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I can start journaling again.
Yeah.
See you in the stars.
See you
Huzzah!
Epistars.
See you at the stars. Hell yeah. Well, that is where we're going to conclude today's session, everybody. What do you guys think of the start?
I like it.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
That was so good.
I really liked your introductions, like the introductory scenes.
Those were
for
so
everyone
good.
was
Little
very
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, those vignettes were great. Man, I was so worried about if Griff was gonna be super different and as a different class. She's still her. She still misses all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I cannot wait to see the other options and the choices that you've made to alter these characters a bit, because we've played them for a while and we kind of gave them a little refresh in some ways, and in some other ways we didn't. But I can't wait to see how they enjoy the carnival and what they find while we're there. So with that, I'm going to end the recording.